Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a fondant drip cake. So basically I'm starting with 3 different colors of fondant and I'm just going to marble them together. So I'm just making kind of like big lines and just randomly putting them together and mixing. Then once I am done with that, I'm just going to make a ball out of this and wrap it up. Then I'm just going to mix the colors without actually mixing them. You get what I mean? If you don't get it, forget about it. But yeah, I mix the fondant and I'm getting to my rolling now. And I'm just making sure that my height is fine first and then I work on my length. So my cake was actually a 6-inch cake and it wasn't that tall at all. It was about 15 centimeters tall, which is very short compared to my usual normal cakes. So I am just working on the length my width. Confusing. I am working on my width and I'm just making sure that this cake, the fondant will be able to go right round the entire cake. However, for this specific design, I did not want the wrap to close up. I just wanted it to kind of look like a jacket, you know, like an open jacket. So I did not want it closed up completely. So I am just making the waves on top of the fondant and the other bottom part is completely straight. Then next I am measuring my cake. Guys, please do not mind my tape measure, which is a ribbon. A girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do because mine is missing. Anyway, so I'm also making some waves on the sides, and once that is done, I am just picking this fondant up using my hands and I'm placing it on the cake. I had a roller because definitely if you have a bigger cake and the fondant is much longer in width than this, then what you want to do is much wider, my goodness. What you want to do is that you want to use a roller actually, not pick it up with your hands. You do not want to attempt that. I could only do that with this one because it was really short. Alright, so next I am pinching the sides of the fondant after cutting the excess off, just to give it like a wavy fabric texture, you know, just make it elegant and nice. And yeah, once my sides were done, once I was done with the pinching, sounds weird, I know. Once I was done with the pinching, I am going on with my smoother. And would you look at how beautiful that marble looks, guys, the combination of these colors. Obviously my main color being dusty pink because that was the main color of this cake, but just the highlight of orange and white there just made it all beautiful. So I am going in with my smoother and just making sure that my fondant is properly laid on the cake. Once that is done, I am cutting the excess fondant that is at the bottom of the cake. Alright, so I am once again going back with my smoother and just making sure that everything is laid down properly and making sure that my bottom part isn't crisp. Anyway guys, so the next step that I have to do here is to obviously decorate the cake because it is only like half done. Putting the fondant wrap here is like not the entire job. So for this cake I had kind of like elegant but simple look. So basically I'm just going to add some fondant balls on top of the cake, a simple birthday topper and some gold leaf just to give it some detail, you know. So what I am doing at this point is that I am just taking the fondant balls that I made using my hands and I am shaking them in a plastic that is full of gold dust. Hence the glitter that you see on your screen right now. Yes guys, I go through this glitter almost every single day and my face looks just like the screen when I am done. Get it? Don't get it? Forget about it. But yeah, basically I was just using some toothpicks to stick the balls in and on the sides of the cake as well as on top of the cake if I felt like the ball was not seated properly or it was gonna roll over. I just used a toothpick to secure it. So I basically made different sizes of the fondant. I did not want it to be one size. I made different sizes and made sure that, yeah, everything is looking perfect. Alright guys, so once all my balls were on the cake, the next step was to just put the birthday stand on there, and then I went on with my gold leaf. I buy it as it is. There's not much work that is required here. And yeah, you just basically put it on your cake. You do want to make sure that your cake is cold. Like, always work on a cold cake. I always work on a cold cake. I find it much easier and there's less room for mistakes or you smudging your buttercream. When that was done, guys, all that was left is just to highlight my collar, or you can call it my sides, or the fondant wrap sides. I don't know what to call it, but basically just highlighting those sides that I was pinching with gold dust mixed with lemon essence, or you can mix it with vodka. And yeah, it just gives it that highlight. It gives the cake that boom, that bling. Definitely a step that you do not want to miss. Alright, on with the finishing touches. Of course, it is wiping our board, and just like that, guys, we're done. This is a trending right now. It's a trending design in cakes, and I just hope everybody learned something from it. You can make it different in your own way, your own style. You can make it knit together. You can do whatever you want with it, but then the technique basically stays the same. Well, for me at least. Thank you guys for watching, and please remember to like, subscribe, and share the video. See you next time. Mwah!